Hi, this weekend I watched Q the Winged Serpent, the 1982 horror fantasy urban crime drama, written and directed by Larry Cohen. It's it's a story that's quite hard to describe because it sounds like I'm going to have a psychotic break halfway through telling you what it's about. The main character is Jimmy Quinn, a low-life criminal who, notionally a wheelman, is roped into being involved with a diamond heist. The heist goes wrong, and he winds up fleeing for his life and hiding out in the attic of the Chrysler Building in New York City. Meanwhile, there are some weird murders going on, with people being found with their hearts extracted or having been flayed alive, while Jimmy discovers that at the top of the Chrysler Building there's a great big nest, because the ancient Aztec god Quetzalcoatl has been reincarnated by an Aztec priest in modern-day New York, and it's flying around and eating people. So Jimmy has a plan of bargaining his way to freedom by bumping off the criminals by feeding him to the Aztec god, and then getting $1 million payday out of the police by telling them where the creature that's performing all these bizarre killings is actually hiding. It's not very good, but it's not because it's a bad idea. It's because it's really badly executed. Michael Moriarty is very good as Jimmy. It's a really well thought through natural performance, but he is such a despicable, dislikable character that there's very little to engage with him in. He's not sufficiently interesting to be a great anti-hero like Hannibal Lecter. He's just kind of a low-life scumbag. We have some cops investigating, David Carradine and Richard Roundtree. Again, capable performances, but just not very engaging characters. And the problem is that the story has to hinge on something which is patently ridiculous, which is this giant flying winged serpent flying around New York, snipping off people's heads, plucking sunbathers off rooftops, and causing all manner of havoc, and then somehow vanishing, and no one sees where it goes or where it could possibly be hiding in the roof of one of the tallest buildings in the city. It's quite poorly edited. There's a climax of a police shootout with the creature where it really doesn't make any sense for the creature to be that big and yet involved in an environment like this. We see that there is a giant metal grid over the nest, so it's not possible for the creature to actually get onto the nest, and there's very little thought through here. Larry Cohen's films are marked by having absolutely amazing concepts and great concepts for posters, and then not being able to go anywhere beyond that. Famously, It's Alive was conceived of, what if there was a baby that went around murdering people? And here you have the great poster design of this strange ancient prehistoric-looking creature wrapped around the roof of the Chrysler Building. But it never really goes anywhere. The acting is fine, but the character work is really, really struggling. The editing is weak. The street-level photography in New York looks great, very gritty, very real, very believable, but it never meshes into something coherent. And the identity of who the mysterious priest is who's trying to revive this creature, it's never fully explained, it's never properly revealed. It feels like it's a murder mystery with only one possible suspect, and his motives are never really clear. It all feels just very, very half-assed, like they've had a good idea for a film about this lowlife and a concept about a creature on the loose, and it's been mashed together, and they decided, well, that'll do. So the result is one of the worst films of 1982. It could have been really interesting and really weird and really original, and it settles for just being weird, and that in and of itself is a long way from being enough.